Hello. Welcome to the space with me, my friends. I have a cup of tea. It is so cold in Edinburgh right now. The second to last video I uploaded, I was in Spain. I was just living. But I love this time of year as well, once I embrace it. And today I want to talk about procrastination, sleeping on your life, and the beloved snooze button. So, without further ado, let's jump into it. I've got my notes here. Okay, the first thing, this is an interactive video. The first thing I want you to do is picture yourself as an old person and ask yourself, are you satisfied with the life that you have led? Are you satisfied with the way you treated yourself? Are you satisfied with the way that you treated people? Are you satisfied with the fact that all those years you said you wanted to learn guitar and you didn't learn guitar? Are you satisfied with the fact that you let your life revolve around what people thought of you? Are you satisfied with the fact that you didn't start that business you wanted to start? Are you satisfied with the fact that you didn't buy that camper van when you wanted to buy that camper van? Are you satisfied with the fact that you didn't leave uni when you wanted to leave uni? Are you satisfied with the fact that you didn't go traveling when you wanted to go traveling? Are you satisfied with the fact that you didn't eat the way you wanted to eat? Are you satisfied with your life? And if the answer is no, then something needs to change. Ask yourself those questions. Get a journal, write it down, feel into it. Imagine that you are at that stage in your life where you can look back and evaluate how you lived your life. Will you be satisfied? That's a big thing that I would continue to remind myself when making decisions that may have seemed small, or decisions that may have seemed big. And I will picture myself 70, 80 years old. Will this matter then? Will what this person thinks of me now matter when I'm 80 years old? If that person is stopping me from doing something that I'm really, really passionate about and in love with, sit with that for a moment, because I feel like there will be a lot of things that we can all find that we want to do right now in our life, but we have excuses. There are valid excuses, like not having the time or not having the money. But then comes, okay, how can I create the time and how can I create the money to do these things? We need to not sleep on our lives. A big thing that I've realized in my life is that when it comes to tiny things, cooking something delicious for myself or making myself a fancy dessert, and there have been times where I've just been like, oh no, it's just me by myself. Why am I going to make that effort to cook that dessert? Or why am I going to make that effort to cook that meal? I don't have anyone to share it with, or there's no one else here doing it with me. But then if you don't do it, who will? If you don't do it now, when will you? Too many of us are sleeping on our lives. And the question you should ask yourself is, if not me, then who? Who will do that for me if I'm not going to do it for myself? Who am I waiting for? Let the finiteness of life dawn on you for just 1 second, so that you can look at your life and be like, I need to change things. It's scary, especially when you realize things and then you need to make extreme changes in your life that you're not prepared for prepare yourself, because you do not know when this life is going to end. And you want to be at the end of your life and be like, I can die happy now. And I don't mean this to sound dark. I just wish for everyone to live in their highest alignment. Because if you live in your highest alignment, that means you are bringing your uniqueness into the world. And we need that uniqueness. We desperately need it. Because you have ideas that someone else doesn't have. You have a perspective that someone else doesn't have. And we need that if we have people caring about what people think consistently. We're living like clones. We're living by what other people want us to live by. We're not living in our uniqueness. We're not living in our highest alignment. And we are depriving ourselves and the world of something extremely, extremely special. So, take a moment to just feel into that. Now I'm going to have a sip of tea. So, a few of the biggest things that hold people back: time, money, but also the fear of failing. There's a quote: one of the most common causes of failure is the habit of quitting when one is overtaken by temporary defeat. Failure is not what society makes it out to be. Failure is not a negative thing. Failure is a learning process. If you take failure as a defeat, that means that you have failed by society's definition of failure. Because you have missed the point. Failure is like the process of elimination. You're learning what is good for you, what is not good for you, how to do things differently next time. So, that's my one technique of grounding myself in the present moment, to make the decisions that I need to make to live my life, to live in my highest alignment, is to imagine myself when I'm old, at the end of my life. Am I proud of the way that I lived it? The second technique, to be honest, I do this one a lot more, and this is my favorite because it means I get to spend time with the moon. Switching off from everything. Hopefully it's a clear night. Go outside for a walk and look out for the moon. All the stars, but mostly the moon because it's so big and present. And I want you to look at the moon and just sit. Look at it. Stare into it. Really, study it. Study the grooves. Think about nothing but the moon while you're looking at it. And just recognize and acknowledge that that is in outer space, donks away. It's miles, miles, and miles, and miles, and miles, and miles, and miles away. I'll have to sit up a bit. And you are on planet Earth looking at this beautiful piece of nature. Just focus on it. Try and get your mind to comprehend. Don't, most of us go walking around just yeah, it's the moon. I remember one time I said to a girl that I knew, she's like, oh my god, look at the moon, it looks so beautiful. Because every time I see the moon, that is what I say. And if you don't like it, then be on your merry way, man, because that is all I say 99% of the time. Anyway, and she was just like, what's the big deal? It's just the moon. Or she told me to like calm down or something. It's just the moon. And I was just like, a lot of us have that perspective of it's just the moon. But if we just take a moment to recognize the fact that we are just floating in outer space on this ball, that brings me perspective. That brings me so much courage to do the things that I'm afraid to do, because it is our existence is minute. Our existence is nothing compared to this entire universe. So just study the moon for a second. Look at it. Notice all of your problems are so small in comparison. And you will be able to find the courage to overcome those problems if you just gain perspective. Interesting moment there. Ooh. So, yeah. I just want people to live in their highest alignment. I want people to be happy with the life that they chose to live. I've come across way too many people that are sleeping on their lives. The beloved snooze button, which I will really talk about in the next video. But that beloved snooze button just keeps getting hit. The next thing you know, you're 50 and you have not lived the life because you kept saying, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do that when this. I'll do that when that. Or your fear of how people will view you. Your fear of failure. Life is too precious to care what people think about something that makes you passionate. Someone out there will care. If you are doing it with pure love and joy, if you are coming from a good place, someone somewhere is going to connect to that. And the odds are more than one person. I was speaking to my friend the other day, and a couple of videos ago I had uploaded a vlog, and I felt so self-conscious that I did, and I was just like, what am I doing? Who cares about this? And she really helped me gain perspective once again. Do what feels right to you because it feels right to you. Don't do it for other people because you want to be accepted by other people. Because sooner or later you're going to feel off when you start living solely for other people. You start to become ill in your mind and in your body. So just take care of yourself. Ask yourself these questions. In the next video, I want to talk about the actual practices that I have done once asking myself these questions, once prying myself out of this static and dense mindset. The things that I have done that have allowed me to really drive home pursuing the things that I want to pursue. So stay tuned for that. Wow. As ever, I hope this video made sense to someone somewhere. Really and truly, my aim is to just share what I'm learning on this journey that is life, and to every single day show up to honor myself and live in my highest alignment, and also help you guys live in your highest alignment so that you can reach the end of your life feeling empowered, feeling like you did what you needed to do in your life, you did what you wanted to do. And that is powerful. And if I can help someone in some way with me sharing my tips and my stories, then life is so totally worth it. So from my heart and soul to yours, thank you. Wasn't as smooth as I wanted it to be. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you every day for being here with me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for chilling with me. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for working with me to vibe with yourself more. That's the aim. You want to vibe with yourself and planet Earth at peak levels. In that way, when you are at that level, you will be able to communicate with people who are actually in your life on another level. But first and foremost, you need to vibe with yourself. Who are you? Let's figure that out. This is my favorite jumper. I got it for £4 from a charity shop. It's actually Gap. And sometimes I wear it as a dress because it's so long. Let's hope that this video has all the content that it needs, because the sun is about to set. This is big time vibes.